Tonight marks the first debate of the presidential primary season, and for some people, this can also mean the stress of some uncomfortable conversations.
So here to help us deal with that, talk through it, walk through it, Dr. Alice Connors-Kellgren, a clinical psychologist with Tufts Medical Center. Dr. Alice, great to see you. Thanks for being here. It's no secret that politics is tougher to talk about in this country now. So if you're thinking, I do not want to have to talk about this at work tomorrow, is there a strategy to keep yourself from being pulled into a political discussion about it at the office?
Absolutely. So these conversations can be really activating for many of us, which can make it hard to gracefully exit and set boundaries, especially with coworkers. It's always helpful to have a phrase or two in your back pocket so you don't have to think about what to say in the moment. So some of these go-to phrases might include, I know people have a lot of different feelings about this. Why don't we switch the subject? Or, I appreciate your engagement, but politics is not a comfortable workplace topic for me. It can also be helpful to just physically remove yourself from conversations when possible.
So doctor, the office is one thing. I mean, we have to talk about it in the office right here on camera. Home can be different. If things are too heated, maybe at the dinner table, how do you take down the temperature if that happens?
Yeah, having these conversations at home can definitely be trickier. So the first step in cooling down this situation is to just take a break. You might say, this is getting a little too intense for me, or it's feeling too personal. I'm going to step away for a couple of minutes so I can cool down. And then when you come back together, this can be another opportunity to set around a boundary around the conversation topic, whether it's politics in general or specific issues that might impact an identity you have or a group that you belong to. Or, if it feels important to talk with your family members about politics, it can be helpful to set some ground rules around respecting each other as people and one another's opinions and emotions.
Okay, doctor. So let's deal specific. Let's say you have a friend, and let's call him Joe. And I'm just picking a name out of the wind.
Wait a minute, Joe's your friend, but go ahead.
I know, not that Joe. won't start bringing up political issues. How would you tell them that you'd rather talk about something? How do you start there? Are you honest? Or you just say, listen, Joe, I don't want to talk about this. Let's go. How do you deal with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes our attention to and emotions around politics could be so all-consuming that we don't know what else to talk about. So in addition to your suggestion, Ed, of just being honest and being very clear with a friend that we don't want to talk about politics, it can be helpful to suggest another topic. So you could say something like, I'm feeling pretty burnt out on politics right now, and I need a break from talking about it. I know you just started a new job, and I'd love to hear about that instead.
Great idea. Great input.
Is that what you do, doctor?
Distract it, right? Move it.
It's what I try, but we're not always good at taking our own medicine.
I love the honesty. Dr. Connors-Kellgren, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Great, doctor. It's
Thanks
great
for
to see
having
you.
me.
Thanks for your time. Good to see you.